How do we sort MIDI and why is it useful? MIDI is what everything runs inside a DAW. It is the bloodstream of a program. It plays sounds, links different instruments, controls parameters, and helps to sync multiple instruments to desired tempo. When it comes to playing sound, it is fairly simple. You press or trigger a key on the keyboard, a value pertaining to that key is sent to the instrument. It reads the data and plays a sound. Data inside the MIDI value is what defines the character of the sound, note, octave, velocity, note length, etc. A single key of the keyboard is limited to a few MIDI parameters that we can manipulate inside a DAW. We can change the octave, velocity, note length. For the purpose of this method we are focusing on velocity values. This value ranges from 0 to 127. It is a 128-step set of values that translate to soft and hard press of a key. After all, these are data sets that can be altered using human interaction, which is how fast or hard we press the key. Instead of having to manually pressing on a key, Ableton has provided a simple tool to do it for us. Velocity plugin. This plugin helps to translate an incoming MIDI signal to our desired MIDI value, range, or limit. Drive and comp helps to shape the graph of the MIDI curve depending on how we input the MIDI values. Operation helps to decide how the data is applied to the instrument, just velocity, or release velocity as well. Clip mode allows the user to use the lowest value as a clipping point so anything larger in value won't pass through the plugin. If the out low is 0. If out low is larger than 0, let's say out low equals to x, all values up to lowest value map to value x. Gate allows only values that match the set range to pass through. Fixed maps all incoming values to the out high value. Random, which is very important to our method, randomizes to an already mapped out value within a specified range before it is sent to the output. Sorting. To sort MIDI values we are going to use the gate method. First we have to spread incoming MIDI signals to all 0 to 127 values. That can be done using the fixed mode. Set output to 64 and put random in 64. This way all incoming signals are set to 64 and randomized plus 64 and minus 64 throughout the range. Let's sort these outgoing values to 3 groups. Create another velocity plugin after the fixed value plugin. Ranging from 0 to 30. 30 to 90. 90 to 127. And every sorted group has a velocity random range. In the gate mode, set the out low to 64 and out high to 64 as well. Random value to 30. To set the sorting range, keep the lowest value as 0 and set the range to 29. To create other 2 gates you can repeat the same process by setting the lowest value to 30 and range to 59 and lowest value 90 to 36. We have only created gates at the moment. To allow these gates to sort MIDI values, they have to work in parallel. In order to do that, create a MIDI effect rack and place each gate inside its own chain, so that all 3 chains will receive all the MIDI data from the fixed and randomized plugin and only the sorted values will show in the echo output. Why is this useful? If we forget what we have sorted our velocity values for a moment, we have converted a single source of MIDI stream to randomly triggering 3 instrument triggers. Here is an example of one possibility of this method. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and share this video.